confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Volunteers will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the single back. He couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Tenn. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Makes the catch. It's Moulton. At the 40, there he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got a man, it's Lockett. Tackled there by the defense. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Tenn. Hauls it in. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Buckeyes are on the move. They just keep firing. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. He wants to change this route. Takes the handoff. It's Wilcox. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. In a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's moving out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got it in the middle, it's Jefferson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. this drive comes from their own 41. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Tenn. Got a man, it's Lockett. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, crossed the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
Using his legs, it Smothers. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Vols come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. The offense changing the play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
On his way back to the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Now they'll run it to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Jefferson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
That's reeled in. It's Jefferson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Vols are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Jefferson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Might be changing the route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown ball! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Cortez. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jefferson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jefferson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you've got to have an execution, has got to be great in these two-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Connection to the right. Still running at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cortez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Matthews. Got some room into the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Setting up for the extra point at the top. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
State offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Sims. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 45 on its way. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go back to the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Vols have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Jefferson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best play.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the 1st down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the 1st down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's Sayed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And they've regained the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through and take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
The Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sayin. A little release to the back. Still running at the 40. Hits the afterburners. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. With the catch, it's Moulton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down one possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilcox. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To the air, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Porter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught behind the line. It's Moulton. At midfield, he's got room. He got loose all almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Finds his man. It's Moulton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Lockett. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
Waning moments, huge 4th down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the defense.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He wants to change this route. Got to find a completion on this one. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give